Should I start now?
Yeah, get all the hands.
Still in the same business. I tell you, the store falls over Rockwell a few years back, and we got ready for lunch. We went out in the car, and he said, "What's that?" I said, "I'm not getting that car." Dodson. I said, "Paul, you get the back seat, and I'll go through Walmart somebody's seat." And I got rid of that car. I got rid of that. He's our general manager.
Happy to see you. Happy to see you. Thank you. Happy to see you both play. Now, you're from Germany, by any chance? You have followed, I'm sure. Today,
I heard you speak on the radio.
Oh,
Camo Hanks.
yeah. They just announced today tearing down the wall is really it's an incredible thing.
Yeah.
Where are you from in Germany?
Düsseldorf.
Yeah, I've been to Düsseldorf before. I was when I was in the Army, 51-53, I was stationed in Coburg. Northern, you know where it is? Is that right? Yeah.
Mike is Germany.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, it's right on the border.
Yeah, it's very close.
Yeah. And I was in something that no longer exists called the Counterintelligence Corps. Basically, I was just a courier getting material from the other side about something, stuff like that. But it was, we'd see people getting killed trying to cross that border. And to now think that's all wide open and beautiful. Yeah.
In fact, I had phone calls well up there. Any safety back?
26.4 million of federal funds that are coming in on that. It is, as you may or may not know, that Lewis and Clark Bridge is in very bad shape. It is, and you don't need to be an engineer to realize it. Just drive over it, you know it. And, pardon? Yeah. Well, it is built, yeah, and Alan Dixon also, the two of us work together on this. Yeah. And now, it may be that won't get finished until Wednesday. It depends on, we have a Polish aid bill up Tuesday 1st, so, yeah, right. Listen, I'm going to turn you over for today yeah. Oh, it might have helped some, but frankly, the need was so great that I think if we'd have had a Secretary of Transportation from New Mexico, we would have gotten it. But Sam was helpful. There's just no question about it. Okay, good to talk to you.
We're extremely lucky today and privileged to have an honorable guest and visitor. I won't spend a lot of time because his time is limited, but I'd like to introduce you to our Senator, United States Senator Paul Simon from the great state of Illinois.
Thank you, Frank. It's good to be here with you and with your plant manager and with all of you. Not only am I from Illinois, my parents lived outside of Oakville for a while. My father was a pastor of the Lutheran Church at Frogtown. Anybody here know where Frogtown is? Oh, you got a half a dozen well-educated people in your plant here. Well, it is a pleasure to be here to see a fine, efficient plant that is making American products, creating American jobs here. And this is frankly, what we have to have more of. And we've been able to play a small part in helping here and across the road here a little bit, but and we want to do more of that. And whatever helps the productivity here and creates more jobs and more opportunities is good for Nashville, it's good for Washington County, it's good for Illinois, and it's good for the nation. Real pleasure to be here. Do I have time to toss it out for 3 questions? Anybody has?
Sure.
3 questions any of you can ask about anything. Way back there.
Paul, are you going to run next term?
The question is, am I going to run next year?
Or presidency?
I'll be, this is not my formal announcement right now, but I will be running next year for re-election, yes.
Yes.
What about the presidency? I'm going to let you run for president, all right? It was a great experience. You get to know this country as you can in no other way. But how do I feel about
Developments in Germany.
developments in Germany? Well, I am excited. I was just mentioning before, when I was in the Army, I was stationed in a small town right on the border, the Soviet zone border, what we call the Iron Curtain. I was then part of my official, we had a thing called the Counterintelligence Corps, no longer exists, part of Army Intelligence now. And basically I was a courier getting information across the border about Soviet troop movements and other things. But to see the grimness there, to see Soviet guns, spotlights, mines along this area, barbed wire, see people try to escape and get killed in the process of trying to escape. And now all of a sudden see that that is free and open. That's a dramatic move. And it really is exciting. And let me add, it has something to do with all of you in 2 ways. One is, it is a world that can be safer for you and your children and your grandchildren in terms of the nuclear threat. Confrontation between the Soviets and the United States becomes less likely. And it is important in one other way, and that is we should be possible if this becomes permanent, and I think it is probable, we can't be sure. If it becomes permanent, then instead of spending $300 billion on defense, we might be able to cut that down to say $200 billion. Take 1/2 of that and reduce the deficit, bring the interest rates down so you can sell more cars, produce more here. And the other half of it, we could say use 1/2 for education, 1/2 for health care, improve the quality of life of people in Washington County and everywhere else in this nation. One final question, who gets it? And if it's too tough, I turn it over to your plant manager here, all right? Well, let me just, yes, okay.
What are we going to do about funding for our schools? So we're not keep consolidating schools.
Okay. Question is on funding for the schools. Primarily, that will be state and local government, not the federal government. And because of the deficit, our funding is going to be limited, though frankly, I think we could shift priorities. I had an amendment in that received a very substantial number of votes to take 1% from our defense budget and shift it over to education. That would have meant a 15% increase in education. We're going to have to do more in education, make education a higher priority. In Japan, and Japan's our #1 competitor economically, in Japan you have a 2% dropout rate. In the United States we have a 28% dropout rate. In Japan, teachers are paid approximately the same as lawyers, doctors, engineers. And they maintain very high standards. We're going to have to do a better job in many of these areas. And the federal government can help provide leadership. Adult illiteracy is one of those areas where we ought to be doing more. I serve on the education subcommittee in the Senate, and clearly we can do a more effective job. And frankly, we're going to have to do a more effective job if we're going to be competitive with the other nations of the world. Let me just add my thanks to all of you and urge you to participate in this political process. Whether you happen to be Democrats, Republicans, Independents, or what you are, take part. A democracy can't run on excuses. We need participation. We need people like you getting in and getting involved. And I hope you will do that. Let me just add again, it's a real pleasure to see all of you, and I appreciate your shutting down production for a few minutes to let me say hello to everyone. And I wish you the best. Any way we can be of help in this process here, seeing that you get more jobs in the Nashville area, we're eager for that. We need them in Illinois. Thank you very, very much.
Before you call, it's half finished, but I'm going to take care of it, bring it over to Cincinnati the 27th to the 29th.
Yeah, I better get rid
better
of this
try
here
this
now.
on. So
Well, I gained a little too many pounds.
let's go a size larger on that.
Well, all right. Well, what does it say on the back?
It'll say Ligma, and it'll have Paul on the front.
All right.
We
Great.
expect you to wear it, Paul.
All right. Well, I thank you very, very much.
Thanks a lot for joining us.
Always.
Always.
Hi, what's your name? Happy to see you. And you're? Happy to see you. What is your name? Happy to see you. All right, you're my boss.
It is a wood product. It sure doesn't look like it when it comes out.
Linda. I better meet the person who's helping to keep it clean here. What's your name? Happy to see you.
Closer to the picture though. That's good.
Tell me that I'm smiling. Okay.
Chin down a little bit, Frank.
Right.
Wolford, no, just tilt your head down a little. That's too far. And that's fine. Just like that into there. And we're laughing right into here, and that's good. Hold it steady. And brighter and laughing in right into here, and that's good. One right into here too.
And you're really taking care of us here now.
Yeah, you're getting dressed
Yeah.
up.
Is Frank in here?
And we're looking, and that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
And more right into there, laughing here more, and that's good. Let's do
You
it.
get very active in Russia.
Good.
We're building a tool facility in Russia right now. Yeah, we have done all the legwork on this, and so
That's great.
Brian Maroney and Frank will go in about a couple of weeks. I think
Yeah.
it's planned.
Well, that's clearly, you know, what Gorbachev has been trying to do is to change the nation politically, but not economically, and now he's got to be doing the work.
And I think we try to be right in the middle of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, good. Well, I'll tell you, thank you.
So are
Very
you.
good to see you again.
We'll see you.
Thank you very,
I'll see
very
you guys
much.
at 20.
Take care of that camera, all right?
Goodbye. See you again.
See you guys at 29th.
Thank you.